Hey there, brothers and sisters. Vessel of Truth here, Jay from Virginia for the new people. And figured I'd do a video for you today. I don't really know what it's about. I'm just kind of going with the nudge to make a video. I didn't have anything planned. Um, just one of them days where I've got a lot on my mind. Um, I'm here at work on this nice sun god day, actually, where most people, I guess, are just getting out of their indoctrination centers, going home to do the rest of the chores that they haven't got to, totally oblivious to the point that they're in sin, totally on that highway to hell and enjoying the ride. It's sad that, you know, people can be so oblivious to the truth. And I mean, we're not talking about a little truth. We're talking about truth that can either save your soul or damn your soul. You would think people would pay more attention to something like that. But nope. Doesn't even register. They don't even care. They're just wide open. Do whatever they think of doing. Go to the little indoctrination center once a week and they're good to go. You know, they won't dare, be different because, they might be treated differently or people might look at them funny. And, just that very principle shows that people are hypocrites. You know, we as adults, we have children and we teach our children, hey, don't do all the other children do because, that peer pressure, that's just going to get you into trouble. But what do we do as adults? We go right along with all the other people going to hell. Because, nope, we're not strong enough, nor do we love the Father enough to stand for what He says. Well, you know what? The word of Yahuwah says that there'll be no cowards in the kingdom of Yahuwah. And I like that. Because if you're too chicken-hearted to stand up for Him now in this hellhole that we call earth, you don't deserve the kingdom. Just as He says. I'm not trying to be mean, but you know what? If you need someone to blow smoke up your butt, or you need someone to tell you sweet nothings, or stroke your ego, go somewhere else. Because you're not going to get it here. Because, I'm sick and tired of people making excuses as to why they can't just serve the Father with all of their heart, all of their mind, all of their being. They're afraid. They're chicken. They don't want to be different. They don't want to be called out. They're afraid of what other people might think. The Father expects us to listen and to obey. He created us. We screwed it up. He fixed it. And we can't even be happy and serve him in spirit and in truth for all that he has done for us. You know, he's calling us. I love it. It's, you know, to be honest, it's actually one of the lyrics to one of the songs that I love. You know, I don't listen to much music. Just because, you know, spirits are transferable. And when I do listen to music, I make abundantly sure I know the person, you know, and the spirit of that person that is singing. Um, and those of you who know me, I love a person by the name of Terry McCalman, and he has this song called "How Long," and one of the lyrics in the song is, um, "Lord, you are calling us to be a spotless bride, raised up in holy power that cannot be denied. Give us the grace, O God, to boldly declare your name for you, for you." Um, where is that? You know, I long to be with like minded brothers and sisters. I've been to these indoctrination centers back in the day, and they would have their so called worship service. And I can remember even back then thinking, wow, this is so stiff and dead. This is horrible. This is what we offer the Father. This is our sacrifice of praise. This is us glorifying you. Who are we fooling? I mean, it's a lie. And these fat cat teacher preachers, they get up there every Sunday and they lie even more, pushing the half-truths to draw people away. It's just exactly like what the word says that Christ fought against with the Sadducees and the Pharisees. You know, all the little pew setters, you know, they're making them 10 times more the child of hell than they are. It looks all great and wonderful outside, but inside it's full of dead men's bones. It has no spirit. It has no power. It has no life. But oh no, don't be saying that out loud. People get offended. They'll get mad. I don't care. It ain't nothing to me. All that stuff's going to burn. And so will the people unless they change. You know, brothers and sisters, there's a separation happening. I can feel it. And it hurts. You know, you better decide on which side of the line you're going to be on. You're either going to be a true child of Yahuwah and praise him in spirit and the truth and not care who sees you. You know, who cares if snot and tears are flying? Big whoop. Sure beats being fake and phony. Man, I could talk about, you know, standing in front of Almighty on Judgment Day. I mean, this is how I think about it in my head. Each person, you know, comes up one at a time. Before everybody is a huge, massive, big screen like TV. The hugest thing have you ever seen. And your life is just played back for all to see. And he zooms in on your fake, stiff, prim and proper praises that you give him, called worship. Not to mention all the other hidden stuff. But you know, I know what I look like, whatever. It would be embarrassing if there was a camera around at times, yeah. But, you know, I don't care. I'm a big kid, and I serve a big God. And, you know, I'll never grow up. You know, I want to be in his presence. I know that I've passed that hump, you know. As most can say, you know I've got more years behind me than I do ahead of me. But you know what? It just makes me that much more desperate to serve him in spirit and truth and to make a difference. To pour out into someone's life, to let them see that the Father is good. Not just sometimes, but all the time. He is the only thing that matters. He's the only thing that keeps me going. He keeps me sane. You know, it's those times of refreshing when I'm praising and worshiping him that I just get lost in him. Praying in tongues, speaking in tongues. It exists, yes. So what? Call me weird. I don't care. There is a prayer language, brothers and sisters. How it works, I really don't know. You know, the things of the Father are beyond us. And me being a logical person, wanting to understand everything, I had to let go of some things. Because my mind is just not capable of understanding it. Well, I can tell you, you know what it's kind of like, but you're never going to understand until you experience it yourself. And it's a free gift for everyone. I've experienced, you know, the Father coming upon me even in a service before, speaking in tongues and giving a message. And I remember how it was. And it just totally freaked me out, you know, because it's as if, you know, he takes over and controls you, but yet your mind is free to think whatever it wants. And I mean, I know it sounds crazy, brothers and sisters, but it's the truth. I'm never going to lie to you. The things of the Father are beautiful and precious. It's the times like that that changed me, made me who I am today, and destroyed that evil piece of garbage that I was. I can honestly say I only hunger and thirst for more of him. I endure everything that I have to endure because of him. He is what makes it worth it. I know that if I keep fighting the good fight of faith and I finish the course, that he'll give me a crown of life. It's all that matters. The very thought of living this whole life for however many years that I have, only to be thrown into the lake of fire because I didn't care, or I had that form of godliness denying the power thereof, or went along with the worldly, false, fake system. No, never. I will die worshiping him, and so should you. He gives us everything that we could ever need. You know, it's time people make their choice. I don't even know if I'll even post this video. I don't know. I mean, brothers and sisters, if you can't feel the change that's going on, you're dead. And you need to hit your knees until the Father picks you up. Because your life don't matter unless you're alive in Him. You know, I was informed I was poor. And I was like, yeah. What you see on the outside. I have tore up cars, house needs work, bills that needs to be paid. Yeah, okay, your worldly standard, I'm poor. But you know what? If you knew the riches that I had inside, you would beg for what I have. It's one of my favorite stories in the Bible. It's where Peter is walking. And at the gate, one of the beggars there, he looked down and he said, silver and gold have I none, but such as I have, give I unto thee. Rise up and walk. And that person was healed. Paul was so intimate with the Father that his very shadow, as he walked by, when his shadow would touch people, they were healed. Brothers and sisters, there is another realm that we can get to in the Father, and I've been there. Just for a time. It takes all of you to stay there. Your mind has to constantly be on the things of the Father, the Father, the Father. Your hunger, your desire, your yearning, your wanting, you're just not satisfied unless you're in Him, with Him, feeling His presence. And He comes upon you. And He makes all things peace again. Everything is peaceful again. No matter the chaos and the storms and the wind and the hell that is coming against you, He makes all things good again. And that is the mindset we've got to stay in. The Father is calling us to the next level, brothers and sisters. I don't like calling it levels, but I don't know how else to say it. It's time that we rise in Him. Empty out the garbage that's in us. The hatred, the bitterness, the emotionalism, the blabbermouth, the gossip, the whatever it is that's keeping you from Him, get rid of it. There's nothing that I'm going to hold on to that's going to keep me from Him. Make up your minds, brothers and sisters, how are you going to be in 20 years? If you have 20 years. Just say, that this world's going to go on. How will you be in 5 years? 1 year? Are you going to be the same? Are you just looking at your financial state? You're just looking at, the things of the physical realm? Because you know what? I find myself not even thinking about the things of this life anymore. When I see people, the first thing I see and think is, I wonder if they know the Father. And if I have the ability, I'm going to ask. Brothers and sisters, if you're ashamed of the Father, He will be ashamed of you and not mention your name. I am not ashamed. I never will be. If you think that makes me weak or a wuss or whatever, I don't care. I'm here to tell you, it takes a stronger man to stand for the Father than to curse Him and to belittle Him. Because all that man is showing is his fear. The Father knows all about my goods and my bads. And He's doing such a new thing. All old things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Brothers and sisters, we need to get along with the Father. He has lots to say. There's work to be done. The only question is, will you be one of His that will do it? Wide is the road that leads to destruction, and narrow the path to life, and few there be that find it. Brothers and sisters, I ask you, how many is a few? A few can be anything more than three. Although anything more than two is a few, isn't it? How serious are you about your relationship with the Father? Do you even have a relationship with the Father? Are you one of these people that say you know the Father, but the Father's like, don't know who you are? Have you ever truly given yourself over to the Father? To where you lock yourself away, where no one's going to bother you. No phone, no TV, no nothing. Just you and the Father. And if He doesn't show up, you're just gone. That's a true worshiper. That's a true child of the Father. A person that latches on and grabs hold and will not let go until He shows up. That's what He wants. A person that cares nothing about their life. I don't care if I live or die. I just want Him. It's all that matters. And I know people are probably thinking that I'm a crazy fool right now. So be it. I radically love the Father. I worship Him in spirit and in truth. And if someone was looking on the outside whenever I was really into praising and worshiping Him, they would think I was crazy. And you know what I am? I'm crazy about the Father. I can never have enough or get enough of Him. I can never be around him enough. I can never have enough of his word, his spirit, his presence, his truth. He is what makes me continue on. It's him or nothing. He means more than food. He means more than everything. Yeah, I might be poor in world standards, but such as I have, most have never had or felt. They're in need of it. Brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, the Father is sifting the people. And if you are the least bit ashamed of him or afraid of what other people think or might do because you choose the Father over all the other things of the world, you're no child of his. It's time we put down all the petty things of this world and choose him and him alone. Because you know what? He is the only thing that matters. Him and him alone. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but he's the only one that can heal your soul, mend the broken, fix the hurts of the past, undo the damage that you have inflicted to others, rebuild bridges of those that you have burnt. He's the answer to everything. But if you're not hungering and thirsting for him, you're dead already. Calling you out, brothers and sisters. It's time. We empty ourselves and fill up with him. Another season of whatever on TV isn't what you need. The latest, greatest song or technology or phone or whatever, it's not what you need. The only thing that you need is him. I don't give a rip what your problem is. I don't care if it's a bill or a car or a house or whatever. He and he alone is the cure. The choice is yours. Only you can choose. I can lead you and show you and tell you all the things that I've experienced because he is good. He's beyond words. If you'll just get in and see that the Father is good, you'll never thirst again. His word is so true, just as Christ himself told to the Samaritan woman at the well, if you would drink of the water to which I have, you would never thirst again. It is so true. Because once you have felt the presence of the Father, everything in this world melts away. You know, there's all kinds of hell going on in my life, things coming against me, but you know what? I could care less. I don't care. Don't care about walking, don't care about nothing. You know, if the day comes where, I'm having to walk, so be it. Maybe I need to because I'm going to run into somebody. The Father holds my life in His hands, as does He all of us. I'm not here for fame and fortune. I'm just passing through. My heart is set on Him and the things of Him. And I want my brothers and sisters to come home. It's the only place that you can go where there's peace all the time. And it's the only place you can go where there's no one plotting or planning or to do you harm or to make fun of you or gossiping about you. Everybody just wants to lift you up. A man of Yahuwah is not a weak man. Sadly, this world has brainwashed people into thinking that anyone who would serve the Creator is weak, can't stand on his own. And the sad part is the truth is you've never lived until you're with the Father and He's in you. We have to abide in Him, and that's when life begins. Brothers and sisters, I pray this helps you. I don't know why you wanted me to make a video. I'm just talking. I just pray it helps one of you all. I could go on for hours and hours and hours, but I'll leave it at that. If you've not give yourself totally over to the Father, do it. He's there waiting for you to come home. All of heaven will rejoice every time one of us comes home. He's real, brothers and sisters. But the choice is yours. I'm praying for you, and I love each and every one of you. Until the next time, Yahuwah bless you and keep you always.